Hi guys, I see there's two of you here. Welcome. Oh, hey Angela. That was pretty quick. What popped up? Hey y'all. Y'all know I'm always behind a little bit. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Hey Veronica, Glinda. Hey Sin. Hey Shayna. Hey Angie. Hi Sharon. Hey Patrice. Happy Sunday. I'm doing well today. It's Sunday and yeah, I just hopped on because I've been having a lot of questions about print settings, like what print settings do I use and that sort of thing. So I just hopped on for a little bit just to go over that with y'all. And I have my sawgrass up and running. And if y'all can see it, and I thought wasn't going to be impressed by it, but yeah, I was pretty impressed by that first press. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lanice. Hi, Olu. So I'm trying to keep up because y'all know the other day I was so far behind and I was a hot mess, but I have energy today, y'all. So I'm all good. Hi, Sharonda. Hi, Diane. Keisha, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi, Keisha. Hi, G. Walton and Shanika. Hi, DJ. Welcome. Welcome to Craftable Things. I'm Patrice, and I'm so glad that you are here for your first time. Welcome. I hope this is not your last time visiting with us. Hey, Tam. Tam, my Glowforge will be here on Tuesday. I've already solicited some help to help me lift it. And probably the rest of the day today and tomorrow, I'll be like making room for it because I don't have anywhere for it to go. So that's my plan. And yesterday, I went to Home Goods to look for like a nice sturdy table for it. But Home Goods seemed like they were out of everything. So yeah, didn't really work well for me. Hey, Juana. Hi, Sandra. Camilla, hi. So, yeah, hi, Latanya. Oh, oh, Tam, I'm gonna have to jump on live on Tuesday. We're gonna have to talk about this on Tuesday, about this Glowforge situation. I'm really kind of praying that it comes tomorrow, but yeah, that tracking did not update to change the day. It's coming on Tuesday, it says. So, but I'm really hopeful because Kirsten said that she got hers the other day, I think on Friday, and she said that she was able to get it started and going. She's already done a few projects on it. So I'm really hopeful that I will have the same success. If not, y'all will see it because I will do an unboxing of that Glowforge. Hi, Bridge. Hey, Tamika. So it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, but I read all the safety things online about it, and I'm just a little bit concerned. Sometimes I can be a little reckless, and I realize that I cannot be reckless in this using the Glowforge. So I got to be on my P's and Q's. P's and Q's. So Veronica, I'm probably going to be needing a lot of help with it, but since I can print it out of the box, take it out, that's what I need. Now the sawgrass was pretty easy to like put together, get it connected, and print out. I actually even printed on my because people were telling me that I needed the sawgrass sublimation paper or whatever, but I actually printed it on to Honestly Speaking sublimation paper. And y'all, I cannot wait to upload this video to show y'all. Those colors look so good. The sublimation ink, I used the sublimation ink from Sawgrass. So the sublimation ink that came with it, I know they have like two different versions of their sublimation ink or something. So I used the one Subli-Jet, and the colors are beautiful. I should show y'all now instead of waiting until the video. Hey, Shania Nicole. Hi, Kayla. So yeah, I just hopped on to talk a little bit about some print settings because I've been getting a lot of questions about print settings and what do I use, like the programs that I use and that sort of thing. So I use very basic, y'all. I don't do any of the color profiles or anything like that. Hold on, let me see. About a toolbox from Harbor Freight. I need to go check out Harbor Freight. I have a Harbor Freight really nearby, so I definitely need to go check that out. It'll give me a little bit of storage too for the stuff. Maybe, hopefully. Hold on, let me see what you said, Patrice. Veronica, I will be contacting you. Don't worry. Do not worry. I will definitely be contacting you. Let me see what I missed. Patrice, do you know how to get things for sub on a Chromebook or know if someone does? So, what do you get things for sub on Chromebook? Like, do you want to do like what a program or I'm not really a big fan of Chromebooks. Only even like CRICUT, you can't even do a lot of stuff on the Chromebook with CRICUT, but I don't see why it should be a problem like doing printing out sub prints and that sort of thing on the Chromebook. Patrice, maybe shoot me an email or so and let me know exactly like what it is. And girl, I'm home all week next week. Well, for the most part, for the first part of the week, I'm home. I could do a few little things, especially before that Glowforge gets here, because when that Glowforge gets here, I already told y'all I'm about to be brand new. Okay, I'm about to be brand new with that Glowforge. I'm gonna be making everything, and you guys have been sending me some really really good YouTube channels to follow and to look and to see what they have going on with their Glowforge. So thank you so much. It is taking away the anxiety. Hi Vivian, happy Sunday. So yeah, let me see. Hold on. I'll say, I wonder if we can refill the ink cartridge. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Shayna. Shayna, do you have the 500 or the 1000? Tamika, I got the small one. So I only got this printer because I love my Epsons, but I only got the Sawgrass because sometimes people are asking me questions about the Sawgrass printers and sublimation and that sort of thing. And honestly, y'all, I hate not knowing the answer. I hate not knowing how to steer them in the direction where they could possibly find the answer. And so I really got it just so that I could like learn it and see what it's about. And honestly, it was very, very seamless to do it. It was effortless to get it up and running and started and printing. So I don't know, it was pretty good and the colors look amazing. Their ink really does look really good. Hold on. And so the smaller one, the one that I have, the 500, it prints 8.5 by 11, or it's 8.5 width. And I think the 1000 is 11 inches wide. Like that's how it prints. So the workbench from Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight is closed now, or they're almost closed. So I'll have to go tomorrow. Thank you guys for sharing. Let me see who I'm missing. Oh, Claudia, so much time to craft, so much time to buy things, and that's too much time because all this extra time on my hand, I don't know what to do with myself except buy different things to try. So that's a hot mess. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Marissa. Who else? Hi, Dee. Good evening. Hi, Crystal. Change our sublimation ink to a different sublimation ink. Crystal, yes, you can. You can change out your sublimation ink to a different brand. I usually wait. So before, when I started my like ordering ink, my own ink, what I did was I tested ink from all over, like different companies. So most ink, if you guys don't know, most sublimation ink comes from China. Okay, so no matter what the brand is, most of them come from China. They may be from different distributors, or they may be from the same distributor. Okay, so what I did was I ordered a few different inks from different vendors to test them out and to see which colors I liked the most. And so what I did when I was doing that, I printed out, but then I like emptied out the ink. And then when I found one that I liked, and then another one, what I did was I just, I used it up until like it was at the very minimum. So I never really cleared out my ink fully. So I would just mix some ink in. As long as it was very little, I did it, and I didn't have any problems with clogging. I didn't have any problems with the color or anything like that. But you don't want to mix it and it's halfway in or like a quarter. It really needs to be kind of low. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Veronica, let me go and join that now. Let me, because if not, I will forget. Like, what was that group again? Thank you for sharing, Veronica. I am joining it right now, girl. Hold on, let me go back to my screen. Uh-oh. I gotta wait to answer the questions. Who did I miss? Did I miss anyone? Yeah, they stand over. Yeah, mine too. Mine too, Shayna. So Shayna, the 1000 that prints out 11 by 17, right? So that's the only reason why I got the Sawgrass. But honestly, like I wasn't looking to like it when I got it. I was just looking to get it so that I could learn it. And I like it after the first print and the setup. So I guess that's a good thing. Okay, so Shayna said that it can print up to 11 by 17. Shayna, you know I'm always late. I'm always behind time. But she said 11 by 17. If I want to print the 19, I'm going to have to purchase the bypass tray. Okay. Yeah, no. Tam, listen, I have my anxiety about this machine coming and just like making sure that I'm being responsible with this machine. Like that's what worries me. I'm worried that on the first press of the on button, I'm going to break it. I am worried. So I don't know. Let's see. If you don't need it, I'm getting one of the three Epson printers. Okay. Let's see. I'm going through the comments. So Regina, you have the 800 or so those are the ones that print. So the 800 I think is the 1000 is the remake of the 800, and the 500 is the remake of the 400 from what I understand. So Shayna, don't worry, girl, don't worry. This was not planned. So I just wanted to come on because I had so many questions about my print settings. So for most of you who have been on the channel, y'all know that I have two different printers. Both printers that I use are converted, or not really. I don't consider it converted. I just really just put the sublimation ink into them. I have EcoTanks. I have the EcoTank 15,000, and I also have the EcoTank 2750. So the EcoTank 2750 is my favorite out of those two. I do not have a Workforce sublimation printer or Epson sublimation converted printer. I only use EcoTanks because I am lazy and I like the ease of just putting. I think I'm freezing. Hopefully I'm not freezing. But I like the ease of putting the ink into the EcoTank and going about my business. So let's see. I'm going to put in my Glowforge video, I'm going to put my referral link inside of the description in case anybody wants to come on board with Team Glowforge. Crystal, you must be reading my mind. I'm behind you. I'm trying to go through the comments. So if I missed your comment, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm actually doing an ice cream tumbler that's going to have drips on the side with sublimation. So that is coming soon in the next few weeks, or not few weeks, few days. Hopefully I'll get it done by the end of the week. Who else? Keisha, have the 2760. Can I print bigger than 8.5 by 11? You can print a little bit bigger. You just can't print wider. So you can print longer. So you can print 8.5 by 14. If you get the rolls, you can print a little bit longer than that. But as far as your width, you're limited to the 8.5 width, but you can print longer. You can print longer. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not freezing. Because for some reason, y'all, my little internet light is going crazy. Let me see. I can't tell. Hold on. I'm just making sure that I'm still on. Yeah.
Always wondering if your home is safe.
That's my
But getting the vivid smart.
Yeah, I'm on. Sorry guys. All right, so let me see. Did I miss anything? Keisha, yes, I printed 8 by 13. So see Keisha, Teresa, she printed 8 by 13. Episode 2720 and love it. And recently I got the episode 15,000 and we put the sublimation ink to set it up. Yes, we didn't need it. So, oh, Tracy, hey Tracy, did I even see you? I'm sorry, I'm a hot mess. Oh no, the 2750. So Yvette, I actually got the 2750 from the Epson clearance site, not the clearance, the refurbished site. And I think I paid maybe $159 for it on the refurbished site. So I don't know. And I didn't even think that it retailed for that much. That's a nice amount for the 2750, $389, but I'm not sure. Mine is refurbished and I love it. I love it more than the 15,000. So with the printers, even though they're both Epson printers, even though I use the same exact ink inside of it, even though I use the same print settings, the colors are different. The colors, when it comes out, the 2750, I think the colors are better than the 15,000. Not saying that the 15,000 is no good or the colors, it's horrible, but I think that I get a better color from the 2750 with it more so matching the color codes. And when we talk about kind of like color codes, I usually use Adobe Illustrator. And so I work with a lot of the color codes, like the CMYK color codes. And so for that, I can kind of know what my colors are going to look like before they print. Thank you, Crystal. Let's see. Yeah, Shanika, I think that was kind of high, but the prices for these printers are going up because they're so hard to find now. Tam, hey, Fem Latina. So no, Tam, I have not ordered any of the wood I have not ordered any supplies from Glowforge. Why? I don't know. But I have not ordered anything yet. I need to order some stuff, but I'm going to try the testing, I guess they send you like the little kit with the $75 worth of whatever supplies. And I want to work on that and see exactly what I want to make first, like what I really want to make. I think I'm going to make me a wooden sign for in here, but I don't know. What you got planned to make, Tam? Let me see. Do have a book for Veronica. Thanks, I'll keep looking. Y'all know I love Adobe Illustrator, but I need to learn some other things. So with the print settings, I don't use any special profiles. The ink that I have, I don't need any special profiles to use the ink. So I pretty much do very, very basic settings. And if you don't know, like if you're new to Sublimation and you're catching the replay and you're trying to figure out, okay, well, what about print settings? You need to make sure you have the driver for your specific printer downloaded. So no matter if you have other Epsons, you still have to download the drivers for that specific printer in order to be able to have all of your print setting options. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Veronica. So Veronica, I know that they say like there's a code, like a Glowforge code. I don't know if there's like a QR code on it or something that you're supposed to scan, or I don't know. So that I know I'm gonna have so many questions about that. But taking instructions to be careful to order the correct one. So Marilyn says anybody who is looking for a printer, that there's a refurbished one on Epson clearance for $209, and there's also an Eco Tank and an Expression. So be careful to order the correct one if you get it. So yeah, definitely be careful to order the correct one, especially that 15,000, because there's the XP 15,000 and there's the Eco Tank 15,000. So you definitely want to be careful when ordering. You don't want to order the other one. Hey, Tim's Designs. Which one can, Kayla, which one can print 11 by 17? Unless you're talking to somebody else. Maybe I'm getting in your business, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So yeah, we gotta so that's the difference with the printer. So every printer, the color may not be identical. So if you see somebody printing something and they're pressing it and you're like, oh my god, that looks so good, my printer doesn't print these colors like that, then you may want to look at your print settings. Your colors may not be identical. There are certain colors that do not print well or press well for sublimation, especially if like sometimes we like those like bright, vibrant like neons. You really kind of sometimes need those neon inks, because it's certain the way that we sublimation has no white to add, and some colors really do be needing like a little bit of that white ink to make it work. It's a regular size one to print 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. Okay. No, but y'all, I told my 2750 works just fine for me, and I love it. But for my print settings, I'm gonna pull up my. Let me open Adobe so I can kind of show you guys how I print it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Alicia. How I kind of print my applications. Adobe. I don't know if I have a file open. I just want to show y'all how it's my print settings are so simple. I don't do much for print settings. I think if I had to put in special codes and go in and change different things, I think I would be very, very lost. Well, Tim, I can't wait to see what you make. Hi, Karen. The eco thing in my red snow come on accurate. What, Karen, what are your print settings? My reds on my 15,000, they're pretty good. They're okay. Let me see if I can print something red with it and see how it presses out. And then, but I print from Adobe Illustrator. And so I also want to show y'all something else too, because I get a lot of people who ask about the blacks and printing blacks. I don't know what software you all are working in, but a lot of the software you can put in the color codes. To find the color codes, I would suggest getting a color chart and printing out a color chart and pressing that color chart onto a piece of polyester or felt. So that way you can kind of match when you're designing, you can match those colors up more accurately, because you know how it's going to press based on your printer and your press. And let's see. So I saw the cutest wood sign that somebody made with like a laser cutter the other day. It was really, really cute. I should have shared it. Let me see if I can. I'm going to share my screen and just show you. Hold on. I'm a little bit lost. Let me see if I'm missing something. I use Canva or Design Space. Okay. I'm not familiar with Canva. I have designed a few things in Canva a while ago, and I have not used it in a while. I know Design Space is very, very limiting, especially for sublimation. I usually don't recommend doing anything for sublimation in Design Space, only because it's not really a design software for that. Like CRICUT really designed it just for their machine and cutting and that sort of thing. So I don't really like it, but you can adjust your settings, your print settings in Design Space I just don't like to use it for designing anything, at least. All right, let me see if I could share my screen. No, yeah, not the expressions. You don't want the expressions eco tank. I mean, well, it shouldn't be an eco tank. It may be expressions 2750. I'm gonna have to go and look on there and see which one it is. All right, I'm gonna share my screen for Adobe. If I could find the right screen. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen for Adobe, and I am just going to open up. Oh, I don't want to see that. I'm gonna open up a new file, and in case I print it out so that you can see, but I do want to show you. Oh, it's taking a long time, y'all. Hopefully it won't crash in the middle of this live. Okay, so I do want to show you something really quick on here. I need to try to make my other screen so I can see y'all. I can't see y'all that way. I'm not sure why it's expression and okay. So as far as the color is concerned, I want to show you guys a difference. So if I'm in Adobe Illustrator, this is a new file that I just opened, and I want to make the inside of this circle black. But that's the red. So let me go over here, because sometimes you guys have a question like, why isn't my, I really don't like going in and out. So sometimes I get the question like, why isn't my black printing or pressing black? So if you are working in programs like this, this is where the color codes become vital to the success of your print. Okay, so when I go here, and let's say I look at the color code, so I have 000 and 100, that's 100% black. So if I create another square, and sometimes my black, actually this is a good black, because sometimes my black, when I'm there, like when I choose black from the color profile, it's so much lighter than what it should be. And it's rarely ever 100% here. But if I add like 50, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it really good. And then I leave that there, cancel. So this black becomes a little bit like more darker than the other black, than this one. Hold on. I do this. I can't, guys. Hide this screen. Sorry, y'all. So the difference, you have to kind of like play around with the color codes to make sure that your color is the way that you want it to be. So this one is a little bit more, has a little more color. So when it prints out, it'll be a lot darker than just the 100% black. And also sometimes when depending on what program you're using, your cyan may be 40%, your magenta may be 20%, your yellow may be even less than that. So you definitely want to always make sure that you are using, I use color codes all the time when I'm designing. So to get the color codes, I'll go to another screen. Hold on one second. Hold on. I gotta go to my browser. So if we go to, enter screen, Google tab, share. All right, let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, you guys can see it. So if we go to, let's say I type in color codes or color chart. And I think that on Honestly Speaking site, I think that there's a color chart that you can actually get to buy. So these are some of the color charts that are out there. You can get color charts for CMYK, for RGB. Those are the different kind of color profiles that we usually work with. I usually only work with the CMYK color charts, but you can work with the RGB color charts also. But I work with that because when I set up my designs in Adobe Illustrator, I'm always using a CMYK profile when I set it up. Okay, and so CMYK, it's, as y'all know, you get 4 inks for sublimation. So you get the cyan, the magenta, the yellow, and the black. And that's really what CMYK is. It's just those colors. But these are color charts. And as you see, they have like some for purchase on Etsy. They have some, you can probably find a free one. There's free ones for download, but Shakia does have one on her site on Honestly Speaking. Well, it's Silaholics Anonymous. She does have a color chart on her website. And once you do the color charts, it has codes. See, this isn't one for CMYK though. The one for CMYK, let's see if I can find one. This might be one, but I don't think that you can really see it good. Nope. Hold on, let me type CMYK here. They do have some free ones. Let's see, free. So this is kind of what it looks like. And so what you would do is you'll print one of these out. And it's really fun. I'm trying to find a really good one that has like the numbers there, but they're so small. The numbers sometimes are small. Yeah, I can't see it. Hold on. So let's say if you're looking for, this is a color chart. So if you guys are interested, I will have a link below with a color chart, a very good color chart that you can purchase. Shakia's color charts, I think it's like $6 or something, but it's worth it because when you press it, you will know what your output will be for your designs. But even if you're looking for, let's say you're looking for a sky blue color. So I'll do sky blue CMYK color code. So then you will get, hold on a second, y'all. I think I got a notification. Hold on. Oh, that's my screen again. All right, so this is the sky blue. So I just typed in sky blue CMYK color code. And so right here, it gave me the values of CMYK, the color codes, 40, 10, and 00. So the cyan would be 40, the magenta 10, the yellow 0, and the black 0. And so once I type this in to Adobe Illustrator, it will give me that sky blue color. Okay, but as y'all know, there's different variations of sky blue. So you will have to kind of like look and see if you can find other variations, the one that you like, and then it will give you those numbers to input. Now, to make sure that you have the right color code, I really suggest printing out the color chart and pressing it onto some polyester. That way you will know for certain. All right, let me go back to my screen, guys. I'm going to end that share and see if you guys have anything left to say. Hold on. Same on the side as well. It's a lot more difficult. Karen, I don't really use Silhouette. Anyways, how to start. That's what I use to teach myself Silhouette. I'm just trying to see if I'm missing any questions. I'm trying to join groups. Okay, so Karen, let me know if that helped your question of where to find the color codes, because I think that they are very, very important in making sure your colors are matching what you want it to be. Sometimes even on screen, it's going to appear brighter and the color may even seem like it's a different color on when you print it out. That's why it's very important to print and press a color chart so that you know exactly what your colors will look like. The screen can be very deceiving. Remember, it's illuminated. It doesn't always print the same way. For the most part, Kim, yeah, depending on what sub ink, all sub inks are not the same, but they are pretty much the same. And most of them come from the same areas, like the same places. I more so believe in print settings of how to get your colors the way that you want to get them. Because I've seen amazing work with various different inks. Like it's not one, like I've seen people produce amazing work with like different inks. So I think it really depends on your print settings, like what, like the amount of success you get, and how your colors print out and press. The most important thing is too, like when you're printing, you the reason why you want to do the press of the color chart is so that you know what those colors look like when they're pressed. Printing, as y'all know, sometimes the print may not be vibrant, it may appear dull, but when you press it, those colors will then come to life and they will pop. Just seeing if there's anybody else. So any other questions about that? I was going to show you guys how I do my print settings. Let me show you my print settings. And honestly, y'all, I have used these print settings across the board when I was testing out different inks. These are the print settings that I use. I'm going to see if I could get a red. Let me see. I'm going to get a design and see if I could find like a nice red design to print out and see how it presses. Where is my share screen? All right, so I'm going to go back to Adobe Illustrator, and I don't know what picture. Let me see what I have over on these files. I want to print something that has a little bit of red in it, and then we'll print from both of the printers. We'll print from the 2750 and we'll also print from the 15,000 to see the difference. Sorry guys, it's almost 4th and I have neighbors who are excited. Let's see. I don't know what color, well, what image I want to use. I need a good red image. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me go and find one. I'm going to go over to Design Bundles and see what I have over there. Let me see. Purchases. If you guys have any questions, I can hear, I can read, I can still see your questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have a Fancier Studio heat press. I use a 16 by 24 Fancier Studio heat press. And for now, y'all, I like my heat press. I have no problem with that heat press at all. I love it. And let me see. I'm looking for a nice design that has like some red in it. Oh, I have some Christmas designs that I could print out. I think I'm going to test the... Hold on. Hopefully you guys will be able to see the difference on the computer. Yeah. I'll print out like a Christmas design that has like a whole bunch of red in it, and then that way you can see that red. And then one printer, I think the 2750, the color is a lot better in the 2750. PNG. All right, let me copy. All right, guys, so I'm going to, uh-oh, that's so big. I know it's gonna come out big. So I'm gonna print this out and then we'll press it. I'm not gonna print it that big, but I want to see the color. It's like a 7 platinum. Make it. All right, so here's my print settings. These are the print settings that I use. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Karen, thank you so much, Karen. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let me see where I'm at. All right, so I'm going to print out this on the 15,000, and then I am going to print it out again on the 2750. And then I just have to change my media. Gotta change my printer too. Let me make sure you guys can see this screen before I keep going. Where's my 11 by 17? Here it is. All right, so if you guys didn't know, you can kind of move your artwork around in this little area to make sure, because sometimes if it's too big and you see that it's right there at the edge, you can kind of move it over. I'm sure y'all probably already knew that. I'm just being extra. Let's see. All right, so now we are going to go to setup. And so this is where I set up, and this is the same thing that I do even if I'm printing from CRICUT Design Space. This is what I do. Y'all know sometimes in CRICUT Design Space, the print dialog box hides behind the application. So you have to kind of move the application around in order to see it. But this is how I print. And then for my, y'all gonna be like, that's all you do? This is all I do for my prints. So I'm gonna go to print settings. And I know that we've been told, I think the next video I do about print settings, I'm going to kind of do a comparison so everybody can see like premium presentation matte and plain paper setting and compare it and see how, you know, there's really not much difference when you use premium presentation matte and plain paper setting. So today I am going to be using the plain paper setting because that's what I've been using now for a few months. And the print quality, I am going to use quality. So earlier when I said it's important to make sure that you have your drivers downloaded, this is why. Because if you don't have those drivers downloaded, you will not get all of these options. And then you will be stuck with the default of that printer. So you want to make sure you have the drivers for your specific printer downloaded. So I'm going to click quality. And of course, I'm going to go to mirror. And then I'm going to go to color options. And sometimes it could say in yours, if you're using a PC, it may say something like advanced colors or something like that. It says something a little bit different. So I'm going to go to advanced settings. And in advanced settings, we have Epson Vivid, but I'm going to change this to Adobe RGB. And when you click on the on the gamma, you can either do 2.2 or 1.8. So the difference between the two, it really depends on how dark you want your picture or the color saturation or how bright or lively you want your picture. So I usually like a darker print, but the 1.8 really lightens up your image and you still get really good colors. So we are going to do 1.8. I don't know if you guys saw how that picture changed. So the 1.8, you see it looks like it's light outside, and then the 2.2, it's a little more dark. So today we're going to do 1.8 gamma. We're going to use the same print settings on both printers. Okay, so I'm going to use the same print settings on the 15,000 and the 2750, and then we'll be able to kind of see what the difference really is on these. Okay, so it's I adjust some of this stuff, like the brightness, the contrast, saturation. I do sometimes, depending on what it is that I'm doing. I'm not going to do that today because this print setting actually works really, really well for me. So I am done. That's all I do. I don't do anything else for my print settings. And so then I'm going to click print. I have paper in the printer, and so it should start to print out for me. Now I'm then going to trash. Sorry. So I'm then going to print this onto my 2750. I just need to change, and it's going to be the same exact setting. Hold on, guys. I'm going to come to the comment in a few seconds. Let me just print this out really quick. And then I'm going to go to setup, do the same thing. And I think I need to put some paper in that printer. All right, so see, and you see how it looks a little bit different. All the options that were here for the 15,000, it's not here for the 2750 because they have different print drivers. So here I'm going to leave this at plain paper setting. Print quality, I'm going to change this to quality, and then I'm going to mirror the image. Color options, I'm going to change this to Adobe RGB 1.8 gamma, and then I'm going to print it, but I need to put paper in the printer. So give me 1 second, and I have to take out the paper that I just put into my sawgrass because I'm waiting on Shakia to get some 8x11, 8.5 by 11, but I do have a lot of 8 by 14, or 8.5 by 14. Okay, so I'm going to press print, and this will print onto my 2750. I need to write down, I think I use the same size. So I'm just going to write on the back of this paper that this is the 15,000 because they're the same size. All right, I'm coming over. Uh-oh. Let me stop sharing this screen. I'm back, y'all. Hold on. Uh-oh. So because I had used the 8.5 by 14, my printer was asking me about changing the printer, the paper. So I had to do that. Hold on, let me see. What did I miss? What did I miss, y'all? Hold on. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, so Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is a monthly fee. So I use the full Adobe suite. So I have all the Adobe products, but they do have where you can just get Illustrator and Photoshop. It is monthly. That's the only thing with the Adobe software is that they no longer have it as a standalone product. So every month you have to pay a fee. But Silhouette does have the business edition. Canva has a business edition. And I think that there may be a one-time fee for that. But Adobe, you are paying monthly for Adobe. The only thing I also get with my membership, I also get access to like 10 free files that they have. So any image that I want, and those files accumulate. So if you don't use them, like I have probably like 120 in my queue that I could use that I have not used because I always forget. But you do get you get access to other things too. But it is a membership, and it is. But I look at it, y'all, as an investment. So if you're just starting, I would definitely say, especially if you don't have any design experience, get the free stuff. Use the free software. A lot of that knowledge that you learn can be transferred to other design softwares. Okay, so I would definitely get in, learn some of the terminology. You definitely want to learn the terminology and know exactly why it is that you use that, because then you can transfer that to other design software. Okay. Hold on. Thank you, Marlo. Let's see, Tracy. What software you suggest to design a flyer for advertising products? Tracy, honestly, I've seen people do amazing work with Canva to do a flyer. Like I use what I use because I love Adobe, but I've seen people do amazing work with Canva, like making flyers and things like that on Canva. And they have templates on Canva. They have on most of the design software there's templates, but on Canva they also have templates that you can use. I think that in their free version, I've used their free version before, so definitely. I'm gonna press this onto something. I'm gonna get a piece of polyester that I have and press this onto some polyester. Yeah, I don't have any tea today. Deborah has me drinking this strawberry acai lemonade refresher. She made a tumbler, and that tumbler looked so good. I was like, well, I want to try that. It's ridiculous. Let me see, 15,000. So I have the 15,000 here. Let me see if I missed anything. Yes, Camila, I do save my lives. Regina, do you know how much Shakia has been telling me that? Like, she's always like, Patrice, don't worry about not having the 8.5 by 11. Just cut your 11 by 17 in half. And it's true. Like, she gave me like so many. I have stacks of 11 by 17 paper that I just have not cut in half. So, and I have the 8.5 by 14 too. It's true. Let me see. Canva is amazing. T, what is your name? Why did I think your name was Tracy? What is your name? I do not want to call you T Hill. I do not. I need to know full names. Why did I think there's another T that oh my goodness, these fireworks, it's gonna make y'all, I'm gonna have to get off live in a few minutes because my nerves are not made for fireworks and things like that. Oh, I just can't. Tisha. You know Tisha. I know a few Tishas. Oh, hey, Tisha girl. Now I know your real name and I can stop calling you Tracy. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to press this and then let me get the one out of here for, So this is the 2750. I don't know if there's a big difference in color. Yeah, there is a difference in color. I want you guys to see it. In fact, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, it's a difference. So remember I told you how much I love the 2750 more than I like the 15,000. Hopefully you guys will be able to tell the difference in the color. So this is the 15,000. This is how it prints. Same print settings. This is the 2750. I can't even tell I can't really tell looking at it on the screen, but this is the 15,000 and this is the 2750. And I said T-shirt, girl. My kids would be ragging on me if they knew that I called somebody the wrong name, and then when you tell me the right name, I still say it wrong. They would be ragging on me. So this is the difference in the colors, y'all. So this is the 15,000 and this is the 2750. This is the 15,000, the one that everybody goes crazy over because it prints 13 by 19. And this is the little 2750 that I got on clearance or because it was refurbished on the Epson refurbished site for like $159. And these are this exact print settings. So I'm going to go ahead and press these out. I'm going to switch you guys over to my other camera I'm trying to be a little professional now, y'all, and have things set up. Hopefully, this will work out because y'all know stuff don't be working out for me. Right, Shayna? The 2750, it looks a lot deeper than the 15, and this is just with it being printed out. So I don't know. So I'm gonna go over. Let me add. Let me. All right, can you guys hear me? Or is there an echo? All right. I think that should be better. So this is just a piece of polyester that I got from Joann's. And I'm just going to press both images at the same time using this. Now, you don't really have to even press for that long. I have this at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, but honestly, I can turn this down, but I don't want to turn it down because then we'll have to wait. And with, honestly speaking, sublimation paper, you don't have to press for this high or this long. If Shakia was watching, she would kill me for pressing for this long. But, uh-oh, I can't change it now. So I'm going to, this is the 15,000, and this is the 2750. I'm only putting a little bit of tape on it because, yeah, this is just a test. All right, so I'm going to bring a little bit closer. I didn't realize how far it actually was. Hopefully you guys can see that good. All right, and so I'm going to put a little piece of butcher paper on top, but y'all know if you guys use honest speaking sublimation paper, you know that you don't have to have any butcher paper. I should just go ahead and press it, but I don't want to mess up the rest of the material because my heat press is a hot mess. All right, so I'm just waiting. We got a minute, so I'm gonna see if I missed any questions. Is there still an echo, y'all? Thank you, T, because I thought it was still echoing. So I usually use, when I'm using honestly speaking sublimation paper, I usually press at 365 degrees for 35 to 40 seconds. Sometimes, depending on what it is, I may increase the temperature by most 10 degrees. So the max I usually go is like 375. All right, guys, let me. All right, I'm gonna exit out of here so you guys can see that full screen. And this is the 15,000 and this is the 2750. Remember the same settings. And we did Adobe RGB with a 1.8 gamma for both of these. So this is the 15,000 and this is the 2750. Look at that difference, y'all. I don't know if you guys can really see the difference in the camera, but the 2750 looks so much nicer than this is the 2750 and this is the 15,000. that red in the 2750 pops out so much more. And this is the 2750. And this is the 15,000. This is the one that we all go crazy over because it can print 13 by 19, but the color output with the same exact settings, that's what you get. So, hold on, let me go back over here. Thank you, Coretta. So this is the 2750. This one is the 27. This is the 2750 print, and this is the 15,000 print. And as y'all see, there's a big difference. This is the one that we paid the most money for because we want that 13 by 19 print capacity. And this print is from a printer that I got off of the Epson refurbished site. So it's a big difference. Oh, you guys still can't hear me? Or can you hear me now? So that's the difference now. What you can do, I've used other settings for the 15,000 to try to get it to print out like the 2750, but it's not, I'm just not overly impressed by it. I like the fact that it can print out multiple, or it can print out larger prints, but yeah, no. So yeah, y'all, that's a 15,000 and the 2750. So I am going to be posting a video today about the tomorrow about the Sawgrass SG500, and that prints out really, really good too. Let me show. I'm going to show you guys, give you guys a kind of sneak peek at the print. I just did one print when I did the unboxing, but this is from the Sawgrass SG500, and it looks really, really good. I'm very happy with this print. Like, I was impressed. Like, it had me at the first press, honestly. Well, it colors on printing, but so much ink is left on the paper. I press at 400 for 60 seconds using a sub. Okay, and you're using premium presentation matte. So Diane, when you use premium presentation matte, naturally it's going to, I want to show you guys my color, my thing. So as y'all know, I used plain paper settings. I showed you guys when I did the print settings, I used the plain paper setting. I did not use premium presentation matte. And when you use premium presentation matte, it lays more ink into the paper. So sometimes that ink has already gone through to the item, so it has no place else to go. Okay, so I like the plain paper setting. It works really, really well for me. And I do recommend using the plain paper setting. I don't know if there's a time, I used to use premium presentation matte, but plain paper setting works amazing. So this is the paper for the 15,000. So as y'all see, that ink, it came off. There's not much ink left on here. So that's a whole nother situation, because now it's like, okay, well, I could see if there was ink left, and I could say maybe, the ink didn't apply, but all the ink went. And this is the 2750, and even at the premium, at the plain paper setting, there still looks to be a little bit more ink left on here than it does on the 15,000. And this still printed out more vibrant. So I got the Sawgrass because, one, y'all, people ask me so many times about the Sawgrass printers and why I don't use them. And just asking me questions, and people, like, if I'm talking about sublimation and I'm only talking and people are watching, not just people who use Epsons, but people who are using actual sublimation printers, and I can't answer those questions, y'all, it drives me crazy. Like, it drives me crazy not to be able to answer, and I don't want to just, Google an answer and give it to them, or make up an answer or look for an answer. I want to be able to answer it to the best of my ability. So that's really why I got it. That's the only reason why I got it. Hi, Willie. Welcome. So yeah, y'all, it does this printed out really, really good. I almost wish, because I use these Dollar Tree rags for testing. So I test a lot of items out with these rags, and I usually like donate them. But I really wish that I would have like centered this, because this is really, really nice. It's really nice. So anybody has any questions about print settings? I think I tried to answer as much as I could, that I could think of, that I could remember. But I do know next time I'll probably do a little more, like, showing you guys the difference, even with printing from premium presentation matte to different settings, and maybe adjusting those settings also in Adobe, so you guys can see, or the print setting dialog box, so you guys can see, like, okay, well, if you change it up, what can happen. But a lot of times you have to just test out your print settings to see if, what works for you, what works, what doesn't work. Get some of these Dollar Tree rags. These have really helped me out with finding like the right spot for my printers. And that I would suggest that too. Hi, Miss Crafty Creations. Happy Sunday. Oh no, again, I'm not here. Oh my God, what? Can you guys still not hear me? I'm sorry. Can you tell me if you can you hear me? Or no? I'm on. Oh, okay. Thank you, Erica. Auntie. Tracy, that's who I'm getting my T's confused. Okay, perfect. So does anybody have any more questions about print settings? But I will plan one where I just wanted to get on, because I had several questions about print settings and what print settings I use. My print settings are very, very basic. I don't really sway too far from those print settings. I used to try all that other stuff, but it doesn't work well for me. Half the time I don't understand all the terminology when it comes to color profiles, and it's a lot to take in. So I like to make it very simple for me, and hopefully I've made it simple for you guys. I hope and pray. Thank you. So do y'all have any more questions? Any questions about anything, about print settings, about anything else? But like I was saying, I am going to do another one where we kind of go over some of the other print settings. I have a Sawgrass printer, had it almost 2 years. Was thinking of getting an Epson to print large format. Just not sure if I should stick with the Sawgrass. Okay, so today, Erica, today is my first day using the Sawgrass, and I'm impressed. I like it. I like the ability to be able to print on the 15,000 up to 13 inches wide. I like all of that. But I mean, I used to be like, oh, it doesn't matter. Everybody would tell me, no, you need an actual sublimation printer. And I would tell them, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But like just the ease of printing and just seeing this quality, like I might be like team sublimation printer, but I still love my Epson. In 1750 was giving me headaches, thought issues. I have multitude of issues. Thank you, Patrice. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure to remember to hit that thumbs up button. I like those thumbs up buttons. Even like the thumbs down buttons too. That lets me know that there was a view. So either way. Yvette, have you used, like, do you have another sublimation printer, or is this your first sublimation printer and you still have it in the box? I don't know how y'all let y'all stuff sit in the box for, like, I'm ready to like claw it out. I was so tired. I don't know if y'all saw that live on Friday where I was a hot mess. I don't know what I was saying. I was tired, y'all. But that printer came the next day, and see, God is good because he did not allow that printer to come on Friday during that live, because if that printer would have came on Friday during the live, I would have made sure that I was up and using that printer all night. So it came Saturday afternoon, early Saturday afternoon, and I used it Saturday, and I like unboxed it and everything. So I'm really, really happy about that. Marquia, that's why I think I'm not really going to be using the Sawgrass that much. But I did hear that you have to print from it like often, like at least once a week or so, or something happens with the ink going back in the lines. And I heard some different things with the Sawgrass printer, but I will be printing from it every now and then. But I did hear like those ink prices are no joke. Are no joke. But I mean, if you use it, do you feel like it's a good investment though? Even though the ink prices may be high, like do you see the return on like the investment of the ink compared to, I know with the Epson it'll be a lot cheaper, but what do you think? Erica or Markia, what do you guys think with that? Like, even though the ink costs so much, it's expensive to like reading. And I also want to kind of do, I don't know, but I know that I like this printer already, and I've only used it one time. Let's see if I'm missing anything. You'll have to. Okay, so Erica says, yeah, with the Sawgrass. So if anybody is interested in getting the Sawgrass, and that's something that's on your maybe list, you may not be sold on converting Epsons, then she said, yeah, you have to print often, or you'll have to do print head cleanings. Thank you, Erica. Oh, Coretta. Coretta, I got some rest, but then last night I stayed up until 5 o'clock again. I don't know what's going on. I probably need to go to the doctor and make sure. I think it could be anxiety, y'all, because usually around this time, like next month, I have to go for my one of my biannual checks, and that's the one where I get the PET scan and all this other stuff. So I think that like usually around this time, like I don't know if it's like it's stuck in the back of my brain or something, where like I'm expecting and the anxiety. So I think that could be playing a big role in it too. So for Silaholics Anonymous, okay, so you have to go on to the Silaholics Anonymous website. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna put the link in the chat box. Hold on. Oh. She has so many different memberships. I would definitely suggest going on her YouTube page, either Silaholics Anonymous or Honestly Speaking, because she kind of goes over her different classes that she has. So you may want to go over there and see what her classes are so that you're signing up for the right one. But here's the link. I just put the link in the chat. Hold on, let me see if I missed something. First printer, I'm just so confused as to which one to buy. I purchased both last week at Sam's. Okay, so Yvette, which ones did you purchase? You have the 2760 and what else? Okay, Marquia, seriously, like I was really, really impressed by this Sawgrass print. I really was, and it was really easy to set up and get going. I did use Creative Studio. So my question, Marquia or Erica, do you guys only use, or Shayna? I don't know, Shayna, you better have been using that printer, girl. Have you guys only used Creative Studio with your Sawgrass, or can you use other programs? Because I have not even tried. I got a design that was inside of the shop, the design area of Silhouette, and not Silhouette, of Creative Studio, and I printed directly from there. So I don't know if it can be used with like Photoshop or Adobe. That's my only thing. I don't know. True, Coretta. I just need to lay down and rest. I really do. Oh, Shayna, and Shayna, you're so quick. You are so quick. Here's because converting was not high on my list of things. I agree. Like convert. That's why I use the Eco tanks, because there's really no converting an Eco tank. You're really just putting the ink into the tank. So that's why I got the Eco tanks, because I'm not into converting. Yeah, that's just not. That's not on my priority list either. Do you have a cleaning? So on my 15,000, I have probably cleaned my print head maybe twice. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't had to clean that much. And so I realized, though, honestly, y'all, when I switched from doing premium presentation matte to plain paper setting, that reduced the pizza wheels. That reduced all that extra like ink around. It really reduced it when I switched from premium presentation matte to plain paper setting. Not saying that it never happened, but it really reduced it, because when I first started with the 15,000, I had so much ink all over the paper, like just, and then sometimes you can't see that ink, so when you press your items, here go these lines that you didn't even see. So yeah. See, if you're looking for Sawgrass, I would definitely get the. So Erica said to get the 1,000. So Erica says to get, if you're considering the Sawgrass, she suggests getting the 1,000. I know that Shayna has the 1,000. I have the 500 because, y'all, I was not really intending on really printing, really using it. I just want to learn it to see so that I can answer questions. But I actually like this printer. I don't regret not getting the 1,000 because y'all already got 2 other sublimation printers. But I am impressed with the 500. Very impressed. Let's see. A good price. I don't sell anything. It is just for personal use to make gifts to bless others. Oh, Yvette, that's so nice. Femme Latina, you are so right. Whew, thank you for that, girl. Thank you. Do you have any issues with the rollers causing skid marks on your sub paper? Marlo, yep. See, I answered that. I did at first, not anymore now. Like very sparingly now, but before, yes, often, to the point to where I really wouldn't use the 15,000 that much. I would use the 2,750 more. But as y'all saw, I mean, there's a reason for me to use the 2,750 more. I'm just not one to be cutting things out and pasting things together to get, larger prints or larger images. But yeah. Let's see. So Markia, you use you use Cricut Design Space and you print on your Sawgrass. So then that gives me hope. I should be able to use it on my Adobe. Fill in Photoshop. I like the way the prints come out. Yeah. Okay, perfect. That's what I was concerned about. I was like, okay, well, do I have to use? Because I've heard other people say, oh, well, I don't need any of that stuff because I have Creative Studio. So that's why I was like a little bit concerned about. Like, oh my goodness, do I have to use Creative Studio for, printing? It wasn't difficult though to print from there, but you guys give me hope. Oh, cool. Wanda said that she traveled for 4 weeks, and when she came back, her Eco Tank worked perfectly. Good. I think the longest that I've gone without printing something might have been like 2 weeks, maybe. I haven't gone longer than that, but I have gone maybe about 2 weeks without printing. So Real right, yes I do. I still use my 16 by 24 Fancier Studio heat press, and I absolutely love it. It is filthy because I always forget to clean it. And since when I get off of this live, y'all, let me take this down. I am going to clean it. I have some easy off that I have been waiting, but with this, you have to clean it while it's hot. And so by the time I remember, it's not hot and I don't want to turn it back on, but I'm going to clean it. Thank you for reminding me about that. Real right. But I like my Fancier Studio. If y'all didn't hear before, I say it all the time. I love the Fancier Studio, but when I first got it, the side panel malfunctioned, or the switch or whatever, it would not turn on. It turned on like the first month was good, and then all of a sudden it died on me. And so I didn't know what was going on. Contacted the company. They were very, very helpful, and they sent me 2 replacement switches. And I got my screwdriver. I was able to undo the side panel and change it myself, and I have not had any problems with it since then. And that was about 8 months ago. So it still works pretty fine. Let's see. So Shakira, okay, so the difference between the Sawgrass and the Ego Tanks, or the Sawgrass and the regular, like the Epson printers, the Sawgrass ink is gel based, and the other inks, those are water based. So I don't know like the mechanics of the printer just yet to know if a water based ink would work in there, but I would not do it. I would not put a water-based ink in there. Y'all know I got my own ink. I sell ink, y'all, and I did not put the ink that I sell into the Sawgrass printer. I used the ink that came with the printer. I did not want anything to mess up. So that's my take on everything. But Sawgrass comes with cartridges also. So I would use that until we know for certain. So T said the same thing. So like I told you guys before with the plain paper setting, it's not releasing all of that ink. She doesn't have those pizza wheel problems anymore also. So please consider it. Try it out. Give it a few tests. Test your plain paper setting, and then test the premium presentation mat and see the difference. There's not a difference, y'all. There's not. Thank you for sharing, T. Your Sawgrass voids your warranty. Okay, so look, thank you for sharing. Using other inks in your Sawgrass voids your warranty. So I wouldn't suggest it because of the cost of the printer, especially that one, the 1000, the SG 1000. That one's like $1,500, right? So you go from the 500, which was like 600, 599, and then the larger one, which is more. So yeah. And because they make like the sublimation printer, maybe there's a way that they can tell. I don't know. I just didn't want to. Paper or only a sub? I have subbed with plain paper before. Hammer mill paper, I have subbed. I was out of paper. This was a long time ago. Now I'm never out of paper because she can make sure that I have paper. But I was out a while ago, and I used some regular hammer mill paper, and it subbed fine for me. Like I didn't have any major issues. It did sub. Let's see. Do you ever use flavor? And Karen, I use Honestly Speaking sublimation paper. I love Honestly Speaking sublimation paper. Y'all know if y'all watch my videos, I love Honestly Speaking sublimation paper. It doesn't bleed. That's the paper that I used today for this test print. I'm ready to upgrade this. T, I feel the same way. Eventually, I'm gonna get one because I have a burn over. Like I have a burn here on my hand from. I always get close. I don't wear my heat gloves, and I have heat gloves, and I don't wear them. I probably should, and I'm always like right underneath that heat press. So I definitely do need one that has one of the drawers, the pull drawers. Connected for the printer to do the internal cleaning is plugged to insert protector. Hold on. All right, so Juana, so this is for if somebody's leaving for a day, like a week or 2 or 3 or 4 or however. I think this is what this is for. So you have to leave it connected to the printer to do an internal cleaning. Is that what you're talking about? Like when you go out of town or on vacation or something and you can't use it? Y'all know I'm always a few minutes behind y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm never on track. 2760 and 3760 last week from Sam's. Girl, why you went buying 2 printers and you still have them both in the box? Why? I don't know why you went and got 2 print. You went and got 2 printers and they're both in the box. Let me tell you something. When my printer came, like I dived into that thing. Like I was ready to open it. Ready. I had so many other things that I needed to do. I was like, I need to see what's going on with this printer. But make sure you check your printer just in case you need to take it back to the store. That's another reason why I like, okay, make sure don't let it stay in the box for too long, because if something's wrong, you can take it back to the store. You can tell them something's wrong with it. You know, I take printers back all the time. I get a lot of printers all the time, and I take them back to the store. So T says that yes, regular paper subs very well. Yes, it does. It does. Just go for it. Don't watch another video. I'm sure if you have watched a lot of videos, you already probably know what you need to do. Don't watch another video. Take your printer out and set it up. I'm sure you've watched so many setup videos already of how to set those up. And it's an eco tank. The eco tanks are the easiest to set up. It's not like the workforce. It's not, don't have to get chips. You don't have to have the syringes. The eco tanks are the easiest to set up. Just make sure that you don't put the ink that came with the printer inside of the tank. So when you open that box, hide that ink. Don't throw it away because somebody may be able to use it. It's regular ink, but definitely open it up. Yes. See, look, T says, just do it. Just do it. Do you have your heat press? Do you have everything else? Girl, just dive in. It's okay. And if you feel overwhelmed, or if you think you're going to make a mistake or anything, come on to our Facebook group. I don't know if you're on there, but let me tell you, everybody on there for the most part is so helpful. Super, super helpful. So don't be scared. Just do it. Look, Erica said, just go for it. You got this. I love y'all. Yes. Uh-oh, you guys still can't hear me? Am I not? What is happening to me? I'm sorry, y'all. Am I talking to myself? I don't know. Okay, maybe I go in and out. Thank you, Coretta. Okay. So yeah, Wanda says when you travel or it's not in use, the surge protector protects your investment. So definitely listen to this. I do keep my printers on the surge protector too. And it's the way the weather has been in South Florida lately, y'all. I'm so glad that my neighbor stopped with the fireworks. All right, let me see. Any more questions? Because I think I might end up playing a little bit more with this sawgrass. I like it, y'all. I think I'm going to be putting up some more video. Well, I don't know how many videos I'm going to put up with the sawgrass this week, because I'm about to be trying to see how this Glowforge works. Let me see. Thank you, ladies. All right. Do you guys have any more questions? If not, I am so honored and glad that y'all chose to spend a little bit of your Sunday with me. Thank you so much. I hope that I was helpful in these print settings. If there's anything else that you want to know, you can leave a comment under this video or leave me a message somewhere on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and I will definitely try to make sure I get like a little more organized and have like your questions and answer all of those questions in one setting. Oh, Yvette. So Yvette, listen, email me. You have email. No heat press. No. Girl, when you gonna get your heat press? Email me. So I'm going to put my email address in the chat. Email me if you have any issues signing, like getting yourself together, but you need a heat press. Do you have an easy press at least? Or are you just getting your stuff right? Thank you, T. You too. Good night, my Shayna. I love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Even though it's not technically evening and over there in Cali, but you know, we want to recommend a 20-ounce press. So check out, I think, Kathleen, I don't know if you follow Do Dream On, Shanita Nicole, but she has a video where she had just gotten a mug press. I don't know if it was for 20 ounce or 30 ounce or both, but she had one where she had just gotten this mug press and it looked like it worked really well. So check her out and see. It's her channel is Do Dream On. So check her out and see, and maybe she can steer you in the right direction of exactly where to get a mug press. I only use my convection oven and occasionally the CRICUT mug press, which y'all know is not really, it's not good for tumblers. Or you can use it for tumblers, but you got to do too much extra. So I don't use it for tumblers. But yeah, I do need a mug press too, though. Yvette, I put my email in the chat. So when you get ready to set up, feel free to email me. I understand no Facebook. Tons of people in my family do not have a Facebook and they are not getting one. So I definitely understand. Thank you, Erica. Oh. All right, God, I'm just trying to see if I'm missing anything else. Yes, girl. Tam, email me about the Glow Forge. Yes. I use my Easy Press 2. Yep. Easy Press 2s work fine for sublimation, y'all. They work fine for sublimation. All right, y'all. I pray that all of you guys have a wonderful and blessed and prosperous week. I will see y'all again. I'll be posting maybe 2 videos this week, and I think that I'll see you guys on Friday night at our regular date night at 7 p.m. Thanks, Jackie. Hi, Ann. You would like to start a business, Bling? Thanks, Coretta. Do you do like bling crafts? I have no idea about bling crafts. None. Somebody actually offered to teach me bling crafts. Somebody in my Facebook group. So I would definitely go onto my Facebook group, Craftable Things, and somebody there will be able to answer your question. Good night, Patrice. And somebody will be able to answer your question. So definitely go onto the Facebook group and ask the question, and I'll see about like getting it to the top so that somebody can answer. But there are people on the Facebook group who have they do bling, like with the rhinestones, the hot fix stones. I just don't do that. I'm supposed to be learning this summer. Somebody offered to teach me. So it was different, but it was only different because, so I'm looking at this. Hold on. So it was different. It was I only changed the time and the temp because I'm not familiar with the Sawgrass ink. So I was like, well, let me do it at the 400 for 60 seconds, you know, just to play it safe. So it did well. I think that I could lessen the temperature, and I am going to test that out. So I will have like a follow-up review on like the time and temp settings. But let me see where okay, so this was the image. This is what I printed with the Sawgrass, and this was at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So it came out really good. It pressed really nicely, but I want to see if I could do it for less time and less seconds. That's the beauty of Honestly Speaking paper. So I do want to test that out. I was not brave enough to do it on camera for the first time using it, because I didn't want it to have like a come out too light or anything like that. And then, I'm trying to figure out I think it would have been too confusing. Perfect, Mrs. Shaylane. That's fine. Email me. So, and definitely. So, maybe not the hot fix. Post it inside of the Facebook group. But if you're talking about like putting like blinging out some cups, I have done that before. I use Gentac, and I have done that. So, what type of business information for that are you looking for? Like, as far as like pricing, as you know, that takes a lot of time. So my bling cups, usually if somebody's requesting a bling cup, I rarely ever go down on the price of my bling cup, because it takes a lot of time. So my 20 ounces are usually $125 for a full bling cup, and that's one that I'm putting each rhinestone on there. That's what I charge. Yeah. So what type of information? Yeah. So once I'm gonna test some more, and I'll do a review. I may hop on live maybe one day this week after I get a chance to test it out, or I may do a live testing, and then that way we could kind of like compare notes. You can let me know how it went for you, and But I'm thinking that, looking at it like here, how that ink really took here, I'm thinking that it could go for a little less. It doesn't probably need to be at 400, but I just wasn't familiar, so. And she's gonna kill me when she sees that I pressed something at 400 degrees on camera, knowing that it really didn't need that. Okay, so are you doing the stainless steel cups, or are you doing like the acrylic cups? Because sometimes I do the acrylic tumblers with the bling, or the stainless steel tumblers with the bling. Which ones do you prefer? Because if you want to get cups, y'all know that so you want to do pop sockets and decal. So you want to do cups, pop sockets, and decal. So you want to do a lot of bling on those items. Have you tried to look at Alibaba to see where you could find a good vendor for those items? So for the mug, Cheryl, what paper do you use? Do you usually use like A-Sub or Crafting Besties, or what paper do you use, honestly speaking? Because, girl, my time changed with honestly speaking paper. Hi, Favorite Designs. So, and you can find some good prices, especially for pop sockets, on Alibaba if you want to bling those out. Look on Alibaba for pop sockets, for your plastic cups. You can get really, really good deals on those. I know sometimes you can go to Michael's and pick up some plastic cups. Like I picked up, y'all know the color changing mugs. They were on sale for like $2. And I was just gonna do something with these because I know everybody doesn't have it. And then they have these, and I was actually gonna bling this one out. So I'm using, okay. So for A-Sub, I usually do so with HS paper, when I'm using my convection oven, I set that in there for about 4 to 5 minutes. Sometimes just 4. At 350, she says it goes at 3 minutes and 50 seconds, but I am like not fully there yet. But I usually do like 4 to 5 minutes with honestly speaking. And my temperature, I usually have it 375, 380 the most. With A-Sub, and that's for the tumblers, the stainless steel tumblers. With A-Sub, I do 400 degrees for 6 minutes. With my mugs, like the ceramic mugs, I press that, or I put that in the oven for about 12 to 14 minutes. It depends on how I feel, but definitely no less than 12 minutes and 400 degrees. Oh, and so you probably get a better deal too with shipping. Everybody complains about shipping for Alibaba, but you may get a better shipping rate. So definitely check out Alibaba for certain. You could probably get a lot of good deals on Alibaba. There are a few things. I do have a few Alibaba videos up, and there are certain things that you want to check out and to see. Okay? Yeah. So with the plain paper, now you could use plain paper. A lot of people stick by plain paper because the color is perfectly fine. Like it's sellable items. Like I'm not going to say it's not. It's just for me with the sub paper, it's a little richer. Like I can see the difference. Just like I can see the difference between the 15,000 and the 2750. I can see the difference. Now, it does not work well with all regular paper. Hammer mill, you can use hammer mill regular paper, but like I have this paper, I don't even know what the name of it. It might be the Office Depot brand or something. That did not work well for me. But the hammer mill did work well for me for subbing. It did. I used the Hamilton Beach XL rotisserie convection oven. Yep. Thank you, Patrice. Definitely, like, there's so many people who do it. You can totally find a good deal, but y'all, my expertise is limited to sweet tea. All I know about is good sweet tea. I don't know about anything else, y'all. Only sweet tea. That's it. So is that it, y'all, or does anybody else have any more questions? Kathleen, I don't know if I answered your question, but no, I have not ever used text art print sub paper. I have not. Oh, look, and Favorite Designs has some information. Favorite Designs said, what do you need to know about bling? Because I got to go back through my emails. Somebody offered, I want to do the hot fix rhinestones, but I have no idea how to do it. And somebody has offered to help me do it or to teach me how to do it. And so I want to try to at least get that done soon. But I don't know how much time I'm going to have. Anybody else have any more questions? If not, I am going to head back here and play with this Sawgrass 500 and see what I can figure out. All right, I'm gonna leave it open for a few more minutes because I see that you guys are talking in the chat, and I love it. I love it. You guys are so helpful to each other. And I don't know if Favorite Designs saw your comment, but Favorite Designs, if you're still here, hey Kathleen, it is about networking. It is. There is room for all of us to win. All of us. So many people in the world, we're only a small fraction. So hold on, let me see. You're welcome. Thank you for spending some time with me on this Sunday. Favorite Designs might have checked out already. But I would definitely suggest you, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, go onto our if you have Facebook, go onto our Facebook group and just comment that you need information for a bling business or bling cups or vendors. If you're looking for vendors, go onto there. I'm gonna reach out to a few people and see if I can find some vendors for that. Like if and then I'll probably update my vendor list. So let me write that down. I'll be forgetting. Vendor list for bling cups and cup sockets. And tumblers. I'll put it on the screen. Thank you so much, Favorite Designs. And just let me know that you saw his user handle. Awesome. It's gonna be fun. Thank you. I appreciate that, Favorite Designs, and thank you so much for being helpful. All right, y'all. I'm about to run off of this chair to go see what's going on with this sawgrass. So I will see y'all again. I'll see y'all on Friday, probably 7 p.m. is date night. So I will see y'all Friday at 7 p.m. But thank you guys so much for joining me today, and have a blessed and amazing week. Ciao.